Okay, before the thing starts, I will say that I have been closely following stuff about these games, Splatoon and ARMS. Both of them have been intriguing me. Both of them have been intriguing me for different reasons, and I hope to God they're both really good games. Splatoon 2 especially. And I will say though, the release date is it's really nice. Okay. So let's see. We have 2 minutes left until the stream starts, as far as everything else is concerned. And I tested this sort of, so it should work. Should being the key word here. If it will work is beyond even me. I'm still a streaming noob, so until I get better at that, it'll be a long line of just me testing things out to make sure that they work. It's 5:59. I swear to God, if the stream starts lagging, I'm going to be very upset. Hello, mutant spooky beast. I know who you is. We about to get it on or something. I don't know. Are you super excited for both of these games? Because I know that you're super excited for Splatoon 2 for obvious reasons. It's time. Oh, it is time.
Arms, more than mere limbs, capital A-R-M-S, can extend like springs.
Oh God, I can already tell it's gonna lag.
Shrouded in mystery. Is it hereditary, a mutation, or the result
This
of
is interesting though.
experimentation? We may never know. Historians have attempted to pinpoint the origin, but each attempt has ended in failure.
They're giving lore to this stuff.
By an invisible hand. Despite the mysterious nature of this ability, it's well known around the world that certain extraordinary individuals share this gift. Many of them are actually quite famous for using their extendable arms as professional fighters in the combat sport also known as ARMS.
That's how you spell arms, by the way.
For some reason, none of these superstar fighters can remember the moment they first realized they had the ARMS ability.
I have a feeling this
They
is
just
lagging,
woke
but
up one morning and bam, extendable arms. In fact, one of the ARMS fighters, Springman, had this to say: "I was shocked at first, but having arms like this is actually pretty rad."
Pretty rad. It's Splatoon language, sure.
Oh yeah, I'm Biff, your trusty
Hey, Biff.
ARMS commentator. Today we're bringing you another non-stop volley of ARMS action. So expect a healthy dose of stretchy limbs and, of course, fisticuffs.
Because words.
But first, it's time for ARMS 101.
Oh, we're gonna learn the game now.
This advice always comes in handy. When selecting arms, pay attention to 2 things: weight and attributes.
This is mostly stuff that
May
they
seem like
talked
a
about
no-brainer,
before.
But weight affects momentum. Arms generally follow these trends. Stronger arms are more powerful, but also slower. For multi-hit arms, the power of individual hits is low.
Pista arms.
Sometimes punches may even run into each other. If your arm is of the same weight or heavier, you can block punches. So you have to choose
Okay,
whether to dodge a punch or
that's
block
actually
it with your
interesting.
own.
If that's the
you know
case.
the weight of the arms you're using, victory is always within reach, and your chance of winning greatly increases. But what about ARM's attributes? There are 7
Yeah,
different
that's
attributes total,
like types.
and each one kicks in after charging up.
Watch, there's gonna be like Pokemon type advantages to this stuff.
Wear them out and create an opening with electricity. Blow away your rivals with
Big.
a tornado of wind. Freeze a fighter to slow their movements with ice. Stop a competitor from moving with
Probably.
stun.
You probably
Blow
said
up
that.
any challenger with a huge explosion. And take their eyes off the prize with fly. You see, different arms have different attributes, so it's usually a good idea to equip a different one on the left than on the right. So you have 2 powers at your disposal.
Or you could just
Keep your arms
do the
weight
same
and
power for
attributes in
both
mind,
sides and
and
just
you'll
be
have
super
nothing to fear.
specialist in
Enough
one
of the
side.
technical stuff. Here
That
are
could
some
work as
fighters
well in your
competing
favor.
The ultimate arms competition, the Grand Prix.
Grand Prix are everywhere nowadays.
The bouncer, Springman. This passionate fighter's trademark
Come on,
is his
stream.
bouncing hairstyle. While his hair may look like it's fake, his passion for arms is definitely real. His dash, the shockwave, that he can unleash once charged, and the indomitable spirit
It
he
could be a
shows under
status
pressure
element.
make him extremely popular with kids.
I think it's part of it. I think that's a big part of it. I don't think it's entirely
Here are
it.
his signature arms. The toaster can be charged to unleash a flaming punch. The boomerang flies in a curve through the air and blows enemies away after charging. And the tri-bolt shoots 3 bolts horizontally. Try attacking from the front with a tri-bolt, then from the side with a boomerang. How's that strike you? The Scrapyard Scrapper, Mechanica. A fighter in the Arms League without stretchy arms? She must be a genius, and she's out to prove it by joining
I
the
still
ranks of the
love
Arms
her
League.
design.
So much. Her handmade fighting suit is equipped with a hovering function, a perfect fit for a girl who dreamed her way to the top. Just look at her. Who wouldn't want to cheer for this girl?
Exactly.
Her
See, Biff
signature
gets it.
arms. The revolver shoots electrified bullets. The whammer may look cute, but it hits hard.
How does a mallet like that look cute?
And the homie is a dangerous
Unless it's
arm
Amy.
that chases after opponents.
Also, you're calling that's a torpedo and you're calling it homie.
A rival with a stunning revolver and a whammer with the shock attribute for non-stop attacks.
Dang.
It's scary effective.
I hope that doesn't become overpowered.
Student of stealth, Ninjara. This ninja in training, currently attending Ninja College, is competing as his
Ninja
senior
College, where all
project.
ninjas go to.
Aren't ninjas supposed to be hidden? You'd think competing in a worldwide tournament would kind of go against that, but doesn't seem to faze him. His opponents,
Yeah,
on the
don't
other
try to
hand,
add logic into
totally
this.
overwhelms them with his nimble movements and ancient ninjutsu. He can disappear even in midair or when guarding.
Try and not get hit by her homies.
The shock ram.
Yeah, don't get ransacked by her homies.
Them from the side. The buff pops up after a charge and curves pretty well. And the Tri-Blast requires a delicate touch. Once charged, it blows stuff up. While blocking attacks from the side with a shock ram, try blowing up your opponent with the Tri-Blast.
More
The
explosives.
Grim Creeper, Master Mummy.
AKA the greatest name that ever lived. Also, butt. Mummy butt is exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted to see.
Bet on this guy wrapping up a win. Here are his signature arms.
Yeah, they're fire-based.
The Megaton is big, heavy, and slow. And it's even bigger when charged. The Retorture is a fire cannon that shoots 3 bullets at a time. And the Phoenix is a reliable firebird.
You mean
with a
the
high
Phoenix?
accuracy rate. Lure him into a counterattack with the Retorture, then hit him hard with a Megaton. Now that's a sweet
Yeah, you can't
strategy.
really...
A new challenger just signed up for the Grand Prix.
What? We're getting a new.
The Speed Demon, Kid Cobra.
We're getting a new character already.
This charismatic snakeboarder is joining the battle.
Oh,
His
it's a
goal,
snake. Oh God.
Of,
of course he has
What
Slapamanders.
better way is there to increase views than to enter the Grand Prix of arms? And I mean big ol' arms like a boa constrictor. His strong body has been trained for snakeboarding, letting him slither like a snake on the ground as he pounces on opponents with charged
So he
up
dashes.
consecutive dashes. Here are his signature arms.
Yeah, of course he has Slapamanders.
The Slamamander is a
Oh, sorry.
whip-like
These are
punch
Slamamanders.
power. The Hydra shoots 3 vertically aligned bullets, perfect for cornering fighters. And the Coolerang is one ice-cold attack.
Yeah, the stream. I'm looking at the stream right now. It's lagging pretty bad.
Watch as the opponent jumps, then take him down with a vertical slice of a Hydra.
Yes, Mutant Spooky Beast patterns are being noticed. Versus, oh my.
The hottest trend in the Arms League is, of course, multiplayer battles.
Of course.
And so, on behalf of the league, I'd like to introduce you to a variety of play styles in versus mode. First, here's the most basic mode, fight. During the fight, bombs and healing items drop in, sending all fighters on an emotional roller coaster. In 2-on-2 team fights, team members are chained together by strings, so allies will be more closely knit than ever. Punches can accidentally hit your ally, and teammates can even get blown up together too, so be careful.
So there's friendly fire. Awesome.
B-ball is a sport that's all about knocking an explosive ball onto the opponent's court. Because your arms are very stretchy, it's okay to have your arms sticking out to the other side of the court.
Wow, that would be cheap.
Winning is everything in this game.
Also, so they just have volleyball.
Hoops is one hardcore game of basketball.
Wow.
Grab your opponent and send him flying through the net. Throwing makes for a splendid swish. Go for a three-pointer.
Wow.
Break as many
Skill
targets
shot.
as possible in skill shot. The more targets you break simultaneously,
Break the targets.
Quick reflexes are important, but mastery of arms is paramount.
1-on-100.
Appear in one after another in 1-on-100.
Yeah, this is seeming like Smash Bros. Levels.
Challenge your limits, and most of all, keep punching.
Arms test
The
and
arms
training.
test lets you
Yeah,
try out randomized
I had a
arms
feeling they had a
combinations.
training mode. Why wouldn't they have a training mode?
There's a number of varied drills. It's a crash course in brute force.
Yeah, why wouldn't they have a get new arms? What?
As you fight on, you'll rack up a lot of in-game prize money.
Thank you.
I hear most arms fighters consider it unstylish to hold on to your winnings. Let's just blow it all at the arm getter. Every now and then you
This
make
music's
an arm you
funky.
already have. But don't give me that sad face. I don't understand how it works, but somehow duplicate arms you receive have a higher attack power. Too sweet.
Oh,
Earn
so
your
duplicates
keep
are
as a prize
actually
fighter
good.
And use it at the arm getter. I've got some more fighters to introduce, so let's get to it. The Heiress, Ribbon Girl.
That's not new. Ribbon Girl's not new.
Spider is joining the Grand Prix with her
Oh, but she's a
brand new
singer. Because we need more fan service in our video
on
game.
air with her next level jumping skills. Even the laws of physics bow down to her unbeatable girl power. But below that bubbly exterior is a confident fighter who can unleash a flurry of lightning fast punches.
Yeah, she's just agile.
It's on my autograph book. Here are her signature arms. Charge up a Sparky to deliver a punch that stuns opponents. The Popper is all speed all the time. And the Slapamander doles out punishment with a red-hot whip crack. Stun the opponent with a Sparky's charge, then quickly follow up with a Slapamander.
Ah,
Just
interesting.
watch for the openings and fight, fight, fight.
I don't want to care about leaks.
Ramen Bomber, Min Min.
Oh, so they did the guys first, with the exception of the robot girl, and now they're just doing all the girls, I guess.
Joining the Grand Prix.
They're gonna probably introduce a new character if they introduce these two like these.
Punches with her spin kick. After charging up and performing a throw,
Man,
our
no.
Dragonar
If you
would
knew any
overrun
leaks,
anyone.
it's fine.
With her tough looks
I
and
just don't want to
fancy
know about
footwork,
them.
She's got me dying for some noodle arms of my own. Oh, ramen gods, why must you forsake me? Here are her signature arms. The
Her
dragon
signature arms
opponents
are
of
Japanese
godless.
stereotypes.
The megawatt is big, heavy, and tingly. Why not? And the ram makes a big, fiery arch. The dragon shoots kind of slowly, so it's a good idea to cover each gap with a huge smack of a ram on your Dragonar.
Mm-hmm.
The man of mystery, Helix.
Oh yeah, Helix. I forgot about him already. Like,
Arms Laboratories accidentally
yeah,
engineered this
I remember him now.
researching arms day and night. Unlike the other fighters, this guy's whole body is stretching.
Yeah, I know.
His unstable genetic makeup lets him move in many unpredictable ways. But watch out, get distracted by his gelatinousness, and you'll get served.
Yeah, basically.
Here are his signature arms.
Guardian.
The mysteriously bouncy blorb splashes goo to block the opponent's view. The Ice Dragon is pretty self-explanatory and even more effective. And the shield-shaped Guardian proves
Oh,
that
it's a
defense
shield.
can really be the best offense.
Dang, so that's just the defensive arm.
Shield with a Guardian, then toss a blorb over the top. It's the best way to land an unexpected hit.
Wow. That's pretty clever, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
have the utter joy of introducing a 2-in-1 tag team.
What?
The Clockwork Cops, Bite and Bark.
Bark? That's like Borrow.
The troll robot Bite and his robotic canine partner Bark fight together as a pair.
Oh, that's adorable.
Why robots, you ask? Are pairs even allowed? Why am I asking questions I can't answer?
Exactly.
All I know is that Bark does what he wants, distracting
Oh,
opponents.
Oh, there's a Q. I
And
thought
even
he
reeling
looked
in
like an
his
O.
Bite's footstool if need be. He's one devoted robot.
Damn, so
When their
that's a
rush attack is
companion.
activated, they combine forces for a combo attack. Here are their signature
Who's worse, the
arms.
bark or the bite?
The
Jeez.
Seeker fires shocking heat-seeking missiles. The Cracker
Really
surrounds
spooky.
enemies in fire. And the Bub pops off after a charge, heading straight for the opponent. Try jumping
Oh
down
yeah,
the Bark,
heading straight for the
then forward
opponent.
With a Cracker and Seeky from a distance.
Jeez.
The Silver Screen
Whoa.
Queen, Twin Tag.
Oh, I like her already.
Superstar is joining the Arms League.
Oh, and her hair.
Long enough to be weaponized.
Her hair is the
After
weapons.
charging, she can utilize her celebrity status. to
Oh, that's
make
hilarious.
utterly starstruck, slowing down their punches in midair.
Oh, this hole's so good.
She's a haircut above the rest. And she's ready to walk the red carpet straight
Her
to
hair.
victory. Here are her signature
Seriously,
arms.
if by that logic,
Chilla will bring
Catherine
your rivals to
and
the
Celeste should be part of this game. If their springy hair can be used as a weapon, like, geez, why don't they make cameos? Seriously, cameo with Danganronpa and fucking Catherine.
But it's frighteningly effective.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Feint with a thunder
Using your
dome,
hair as a
then
weapon.
block incoming
Or
counters
Shantae.
with a
Or
back block.
Bayonetta.
It's an elegant combo that really suits her.
Jesus Christ.
10 of these fighters are gearing up to win the
10
Grand
fighters.
Prix. With
Are these the only 10?
fighters and dozens of arms to mix and match. There are literally thousands of unique arm and fighter combinations. Each one offers different strengths and weaknesses, so the variety of playstyles and strategies is off the charts.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say over 9,000 and make
Now
that
let's
minor
cover
little
what you can find outside
joke.
of versus mode. To be crowned champion, you must win 10 straight matches in Grand Prix. Battle against a variety of fighters with a variety of rules until you come face to face with your last opponent in the final match.
So it's just a normal arcade
Grand
mode.
Prix is all the rage in single player or with a friend. Connect your Nintendo Switch to the internet to challenge fellow players in
Yeah,
fighting
no,
match.
online.
You'll play with
I hope
others
the
in
online's
same
not
lobby.
bad.
One lobby can support up to 10 systems and up to 2 players per system.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Up to 20 players can get together in a lobby for 2-player,
That's
3-player,
interesting.
or 4-player matches. The Arms League will divide you into groups automatically, so even if you're shy, there's no need to worry. You can enjoy the fight together.
You know what? I'm hyped. I'm hyped for that.
I've got the online multiplayer mode for you. Ranked match.
Oh, good. Ranked battles. We have our competitive mode. I can't wait to see how competitive ARMS in the esports league is going to go.
It will sync along with your pride. Your rep is at stake, so fight like you mean it. Just enter a ranked match and wait until your opponent is selected while playing another mode. Once your rival is selected, the ranked match will begin immediately.
Huh.
Of course, you and your friends can also get together with your Nintendo Switch systems to play in local wireless mode.
I would assume so. Like, if you couldn't do that, then that'd be
It's not
weird.
just a two-player mode either. You can create a lobby for up to 8 players with 8 systems and play party match style.
Yeah, locally. That makes sense.
Well, fighting fans, it's almost goodbye. Almost. This just in from ARMS League headquarters. Apparently, ARMS will continue to offer free updates with new fighters, stages, and arms, even after the game launches. On behalf of my
Good.
bosses, I hope you'll keep playing for a long time.
Do it Splatoon-wise.
Something too far in the future to care? Well, for someone like you, I have one more announcement.
Okay.
On these dates, we'll be holding an online demo event called the ARMS Global Test Fire.
So it's a global test fire.
Of joining the fight, please check out Nintendo eShop after this
And
video.
it's all next week.
Now. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
It's all next week. So 10 fighters. Pretty cool, man. I am hyped for this game. The lyrics are engaging, guys. Just listen. Just listen into this intriguing commentary and these lyrics to this song. It's the greatest. The greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Wait, was that Splatoon? Hold up. I didn't get a good look at that. I was too busy making a joke. I thought I saw the Squid Sisters on a poster. I won't be able to look back at the stream currently. Okay, it wasn't. It was frogs. I got spooky riled up. And now for something completely different. That's a killer whale. Directly into it. Interesting. Huh? Short hair. Short hair's good. Hair. On a female, obviously, because why wouldn't they? Also, this looks a lot like Incomplice. Hey, Squid Waifu, what are you doing in there? Oh yeah, they did say they would touch on the single player mode a bit more. So is this tying into the lore? This is automatically a 10 out of 10. I love the Oriental version of the Oriental version of her theme song. What? You don't know her? For eel? Oh, more music. More copyrighted music that I'm gonna love. Emphasizing squid rails. The single player in the first game was really good. But I feel like you needed more. Okay. I feel like you needed more to it. Even replayability wise. But I am perfectly fine. I was perfectly fine with it. Hero charger. Oh, you can switch weapons in game? Okay, that automatically makes it better. Cause like I couldn't use my rollers unless I got an amiibo, which I was sad about. The ink brushes. Are there any other new weapon types? Because it looks like it's mostly the same except for the dualies. Oh, wait, that was a new weapon, I think. Also, that's a weird Octoling. Is DJ Octavio coming back? Oh, that was a short direct. Yeah, wow, that was like 20 minutes. Shoo. Yeah, you've been talking the whole time. Oh, that was Callie? I did not see. I would check back in the stream, but, you know, I'm not watching it directly from, internet. You know what, I'll look on the actual stream site. Because, you know, that was very interesting. I'm gonna like the single player mode if that's what it's gonna end up being like. Alright. I'm gonna look back at this. That was really... Wow. That was really short. I was really expecting more. Hang on a second. Here's Callie. I don't see her. I do not see Callie at all, actually. Because I see the Octolings in the background. I do not see Callie in the screenshot anyway. But no! Dude, the fact that single player mode, you can switch weapons in mid-game, that automatically makes it so much better. I don't know. I just saw the image like 3 different times and I didn't see anything, so maybe it's just me. But oh my god. I can't wait for this game. It's so... What? Oh cool, I can live stream from my phone directly. Cool. Thanks YouTube, but oh my god, no, that was great. That was really good. At least in the arms department. Splatoon was way too short. Like, I wanted to know more. Especially in, like, how the game modes are. If they're gonna eventually, which it doesn't look like it, but, like, fix some of the things that they did in the first game. Like, you can switching weapons in the lobby like you can during a private match. Or, I don't know, being able to leave a lobby rather than leaving, like, okay, I get why you wouldn't want to leave a game. I get why you wouldn't want to leave a game, because leavers are dumb. And I like that you couldn't leave a game mid-match. But leaving a lobby is what you should be able to do. And you can't... and since... Oh yeah, since the subscreen functionality is gone, how are you gonna play, like, minigame, like squid-like minigames in the lobby? Because, you know, without that second screen, are you gonna be just playing that on the screen? I hope they add something like that, or have the ability to look at music again. I'd like to see that some more, and seeing like what else really that the amiibo functionality outside of saving a preset would give you. Stuff like that. I wish I could see more of. Yeah, your your caps lock is great. Also, I know that the stream is laggy. Like, that's just the nature of the stream. It was laggy during stream, and I was tempted to adjust it so that you would be on screen as well, but that was sadly lost. But here's like all of the times you wrote words for the people at home. I don't even know really who's watching outside of you, so I can't. I mean, I could check. That girl though, it's pretty. I like her. She's got dark skin. That's a 5-point plus in my book. Man, they briefly talked about single player in Splatoon. No, ARMS. Oh god, ARMS looks so like strategic. I really do like the fact that there's different attributes to each of the arms, and each that have no attributes, so that it's probably more damage based than status effect based. Loud noises! I didn't see that at the time, and then I did. I do not want to block you. That would be a bad. That would be a very bad. I do want timestamps. Timestamps are a thing I want. But no, like, oh my god, there's so much. At least in ARMS. Because, you know, it's coming out sooner. Like, it's coming out in a week and a month from now. Basically. Like, around, like, 9 days. No, wait, it's coming out on the 26th, right? So it's 9 days and a month from now. Do you want me to use block and have an effect? I don't want to. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it comes out next month and on the 20. It's either the 26th or the 28th. I don't remember exactly, but it's one of those 2 days. And Splatoon 2 is a month after. Most of the games are coming out this summer slash fall slash holiday, not fall. I don't think anything like well known is coming out in the fall. Because it's really, like, the summer is going to be Splatoon and ARMS. Like, that's going to be the entire summer. And Splatoon 2 and Zelda. People are still playing Zelda now. Like, to this day. Even though, like, the game came out back 2 months ago. People are still playing the hell out of Zelda. So, there's, like, people are still busy with that. And they got Splatoon 2 coming out in a month. Or in 2 months. And then ARMS, which is basically, like, going to be the pseudo Punch-Out until they hopefully freaking release Punch-Out or put Little Mac in the game. Like, if they don't put Little Mac in the game as like DLC or even, I'm gonna be very disappointed in Nintendo. I'm gonna be very disappointed if they don't add that. That week will be the best week ever. Oh, what? That's cool. Ugh. I also neglected to put this chat in because, you know, this chat goes crazy and yes, people try to get very speculative, and I'd like to keep my speculations to myself. I know you won't be the only one. Yee. Jesus. Oh, there's so much. There's so much in this direct, even though it was very short. I wanted to know more about the Splatoon, but they didn't, which is fine. No. What was Tanger? I already forgot her name. I forgot that I forgot what her name was, but I like her design a lot, and she fights with her arms. Is she like? What's her ability? Oh, right, okay. I know you're talking about. You're talking about Zimbabwe. So I'm... What's it? What was her ability that they had shown off for her? Okay, I'm gonna quote you. I'm gonna quote you in this on the stream. I'm gonna quote you on the stream. I'm quoting you in the stream. Xeno wants Little Mac in Punch-Out because he never existed in Punch-Out. He's this brand new character in Punch-Out that we hope to see, that we haven't seen yet. I'm gonna tell him that. Yeah, no, if they have him as DLC, I'll be happy. I won't be very disappointed if they do that. Oh, Caps Lonk is my favorite Lonk. He wears mini caps, hopefully of the Minish variety. And they give him special powers, like in Super Mario 64. Because of all the caps that Lonk has. Caps Lonk is my favorite. I don't know what else I would have to say on the subject. Actually, the attributes are gonna make that so like you're gonna have to know super strategic abilities to use with each character's abilities, and seeing which ones would work really well or ones that could be considered overpowered. Because I can already imagine that the giant arms or the giant hands, I guess, would be overpowered due to the fact, like, if you have but I guess there's balanced out to be slow, but I don't know how slow they are, because the way the thing is with these kinds of advertisements, the way that they advertise them, they don't actually show, like, they do show it in game, but they make it seem like the most overpowered thing. And with stuff that moves quickly like that in game, seeing how fast it actually goes and how fast you need to react to them would be nice to know. And if they're updating and fixing and patching and nerfing and buffing these stats over time and adding new stats like in Splatoon, especially since it would work better in this game's case, because outside of Splatoon, which was multiplayer only and the only local multiplayer, the online multiplayer only and the only local multiplayer, didn't have, like, it wasn't commendable. Like, it was bad. It was bad. It wasn't as good as online multiplayer, and you couldn't really do much with it. The fact that you can, like, you can play arms on your own. It's a boxing game, so you can play it with competitors. You can play it on your own. You can play it with friends. It's not online only. So there's more with that. You can do more with arms, with constant updates. So when the game is completely finished, Battle Dojo was never updated because it was never good to begin with. So and they knew that, so they scrapped that that idea entirely in Splatoon 2, because they realized that it was terrible. Like, that should have been a training mode. That shouldn't have been a local multiplayer experience that was locked to the Wii U gamepad for one screen and locked to the TV screen for the other player. They knew it was bad, so they didn't mention it at all during Splatoon's announcements. Although if they add a local multiplayer between each of the Joy-Cons, which you can have as that, I'd like to see how that would work. Or if you'd have two sets of Joy-Cons. I'd like to see how that would work, honestly. Like, I would love to see how that would work. I was waiting for the day then they updated it, but it never came. But it never came. I played that a few times with my friends, though. Like, we used to have fun and stuff, and we didn't. I would assume, like, it's fun on its own, but, like, I played it once with my sister, and it just didn't. It just didn't. It was boring. Like, I wanted to play a turf war with my friends, and the only way I could do that is if they had their own Wii U. Like, it was system blocked, basically, to have a local multiplayer experience by having it online, which was dumb. But by the nature of the Switch being mobile, that automatically nukes the having to get multiple systems, because you would need to do that anyway. So, but it's also more affordable, comparatively speaking. There's also a bunch of other bullshit dealing with it, but it's whatever. I like it. I'm hyped for these games. I've been talking for way longer than the stream even happened. Mostly because of speculation and just me rambling, as I tend to do during these things. I still love Splatoon, even though I haven't played it in a good while. Being in college and having the Wii U not working with the internet kind of nerfs the idea of having to play Splatoon at all, because, you know, having already played single player to its full potential, and having the local multiplayer being terrible. The online multiplayer being blocked off means the game is basically bunk. And I also just thought, when is the Wii U internet going to die out? Because in a few years they're going to kill off the Wii U's internet in order to support the Switch more. Like, they basically called the Wii U dead as soon as Breath of the Wild came out. So once people get more Switches by the time the holiday season comes out, then they're gonna kill off the Wii U support. And what's Splatoon gonna be? It's gonna be a brick. Splatoon is gonna be a brick, and like, unless you really, really love the Battle Dojo, then you're basically, the only way you're gonna get any use out of Splatoon is Splatoon 2. That's the only thing that kind of bums me out. And I knew that going into, like, purchasing the game on my own. I knew that was gonna happen. But hey, it was fun while it lasted, and it was really good. It was a really good game. I kind of stopped playing when Splatoon... Well, I kind of stopped playing when Splatfest stopped. You know, I think a lot of people stopped playing Splatoon around that time. They either stopped playing, or they watched, or they just didn't care after Splatfest stuff. Because that was the end of them constantly doing that event, which they should do another event similar to that in Splatoon 2. I hope they announce more of that. Dogs are barking. No, that would be interesting to see too. What if you could transfer data? That should... I don't know how they would do that, given the fact that they have the way that they have the system. There's no way to... Okay. There's no way to transfer system data over from a Wii U to a Switch, so I don't know how they would allow you to transfer data from the Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 2. The only thing that comes to mind is the Amiibo. That's the only thing that comes to mind, and even then, I think the way that they're built, like the way each game is built, is way different. So I don't know. I do like the new weapons though. I hope they release more new weapon types. Like, I would love to see a melee weapon, like a melee Splatoon weapon with ink capabilities. Technically, the Quake is technically one of those. And are they removing the old are they removing the old special abilities entirely? Because it looks like they were. At least during the demo, there was not a single special that was the same. They're all new. So, are they keeping the original ones as well as the new ones? Or are they just getting rid of it? Or are they just removing them entirely? Like, are they getting rid of the ink strike in order for the mini missiles, like the homing missiles, or replacing the killer whale with that fire hose? Like, stuff like that, I would like to know. Like, if what they're removing and what they're getting. Technology is pretty advanced. I'm sure they find a way out. I'm sure they would, but it's Nintendo. My trust with them has been teetering on the edge, especially with social media. Okay, I'm using my shitty mic currently. What was that? I didn't get to hear what you said. You mentioned something about trust. Oh yeah, no. My trust on... Oh god. Man. My trust with Nintendo has been teetering, basically, like with social media stuff, and YouTube definitely counts as social media. Because of their decisions over the course of the past 5, 6, and 8 years. I'm just gonna say 8 years. They've been doing this for a super long time, and my trust with them has been teetering, especially with the fact that there are some things about the Switch I don't like after playing my sisters for a bit. Like, there are things that I don't like the fact that there's no music in the title screen, the fact that it's very dull. Like, the menus are dull, finding the meats is hidden within the Switch menus. There are just things that aren't super intuitive, and you have to just figure it out on your own. There are things I liked, and there are games that I liked. Zelda. There were lots of things that I enjoyed about the Switch from just playing my sisters, and there were other things I didn't like. I played Sniper Clips with my sister. I beat Sniper Clips with my sisters I think for an entire night in one day, and it was super fun. But the controls, like holding the Joy-Cons upright from me playing, felt so good, but holding them sideways felt really tiny and restrictive, and my hands are big and the controller's super tiny when it's sideways, and like almost my fingers almost touch each other when I'm pressing the button, so it's weird. Although having the Joy-Con separately instead of inside of the grip, having them separately feels so comfortable. Like, I'm so glad they did that with the, like, similar to how they used the Wii. Like, you just have your arms separate, but except there's no cord, so you can just have it whatever. And there were peripherals like that where it was basically cordless. But it's a similar idea, and I like that. It felt nice playing Zelda with just my arms out like that. Like, it took me a while to get used to it, instead of having it close together. Although I think my favorite, okay, outside of that, that's my favorite. Holding them sideways, like holding them out, outside of the grip. But I think my favorite is holding them like the tablet, because you can really get to play it like a gamepad, and you're just looking at the screen, which looks really good and stuff. And this is just a review of the Switch. So like, this turned into something I didn't want it to turn into, and whatever. I ramble. That's the nature of me finding out new news and new media. It's just me speculating and rambling about what I like, dislike, and what I hope to expect from these new systems and stuff. But no, I'm probably gonna end the stream. It's been 55 minutes. And you were the only one that decided to come anyway, so that's fine. Maybe I've been streaming a lot more often and streaming some games more often. We'll see how things go. I like this kind of stuff, and I hope you too. I hope you do too. What was the Yi 2? What was that first one, too? I'm gonna have to look back in the stream. Although I can't really, because both of my other devices died, and if I open up Chrome, then it's gonna, like, freeze everything up. Well, it's not gonna freeze everything up, it's just gonna make it run slower, and I don't want to deal with that right now. Yeah, no, I was expecting more too. Obviously, Fallout Ruler. Obviously, he didn't want to join, which is fine. It was a last-minute stream idea, and I didn't really tell a bunch of other people. I usually do, but I was too excited to see this. So we'll see how this pans out. I hope that Nintendo does well with this, and with that, I'm gonna end the stream. So. Here's a bye-bye. Here's a bye-bye. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. It's whatever. Okay, bye! I should have made like an end screen, like a thanks for watching screen, but I'll deal with that later off the time. I feel like I hoarded a room. A wild group of MSBs appeared. Okay, whatever. I'm going. Bye.